Hello everyone, DonTheCrown here, and if you're leveling right now in Diablo 4, you might be wondering what the heck is going on with Mogwin's works, or what are people doing to level really fast? And I'm about to show you here what we've been doing. We kind of found that this is giving us about a level, an hour or so, an insane amount of gear, like absolutely so much legendary materials, and if you're in hardcore, it's a little bit scary because these packs are pretty thick. For some reason, this dungeon, Mogwin's Works, just has way too many mobs in just certain spots. And so typically in this first little part of the dungeon, there's anywhere from 1 to 3 of these giga packs is what we're calling them, of monsters that just does this. And so we're getting 1 to 3, sometimes 4 legendaries per pack, and there's, like I said, typically 1 to 2, sometimes 3, sometimes you get Butcher in here, sometimes you get Goblin, and it's just overall really fast. Yeah, this is just the normal dungeon, World Tier 4. We farmed up a whole ton of Nightmare dungeons as we were going, and yeah, we just found that this was the most effective way. And it's always like this little square, basically, layout. And there's all sorts of shrines. It looks like the other group found the second pack down there, maybe. And, yeah, it's, you know, pretty effective. It's definitely effective in terms of getting uniques and getting legendaries. And, yeah, here, I'll show you on the map where this is located. And so the way that we've been resetting this is basically that one person who is the inviter, everybody whispers them a message so that they can invite off of the chat log. And you can see like the legendaries here that I've been storing on the ground. And so this is Mogwin's Works, which is right here. It's just to the right of Zarmazet. So we have everybody whisper the inviter a message. That way they can just open up their chat and then right click off of the whispers tab. And then they invite, everybody joins their dungeon, and then we all are just in their dungeon, and they change the leader, and then they're the first one to leave. And that when you leave a party, it kicks you out to the front of the dungeon. Then we just go through, do it again, and this just resets the dungeon over and over again. And it's, you know, like I said, pretty good loot, very consistent. However, it can be very scary in terms of survivability. These like packs have a lot of damage and they have a lot of survivability. And if there's suppressors inside the pack, it can be incredibly troublesome because there's these like priests that channel this AoE buff. And like it's right over here. So that's a suppressor circle right there. And so these priests channel this AoE buff that reduces the damage taken of basically everybody in the circle. And if you have a champion in there as well, that's also reducing the damage taken of everybody in the circle. So that can lead to some situations where enemies are taking almost no damage at all, and you have to get in there and find the champion and kill them before things will start to die. And you might notice that right now I'm using charge, which is a little bit weird. It's kind of a weird skill choice. And the reason I'm using this is because I'm using the aspect that makes it so that if enemies die within 2 seconds of being kicked or charged, they explode for damage. And I have a max roll in this particular one. This is just an item that I found off the ground here while we're farming. I've like filled up my entire stash with legendaries. And so the charge, basically you just hit enemies with it, and then they'll be debuffed for 2 seconds. If they die, they explode. Hopefully this helps you out. You know, this has definitely been something we've just been grinding out a whole bunch. This is not a secret method by any stretch of the imagination. Some other people were doing some other dungeons, just resetting them over and over again. But we like Mogwin's Works the most. Hope this works out for you. We'll see you soon.